Some universal sayings that you probably heard many times, but still has to be said again. So really have to sink in with you. Okay. So again, don't give up too soon. Basic stuff. Again, everyone knows that, but most people don't just do it. Again, the beginning will be the hardest. Definitely, 100%. If you get up too soon, some of you are already very, very far. If you keep pushing, it will get the reward. If you give up too soon, it will all for nothing, okay? Everything is hard at the beginning. Everything. It doesn't matter what you do. Trading, unfortunately, is one of the hardest businesses in the whole world. Again, you chose a very difficult business. Trading is not easy, right? It can be simple. It's not easy though, right? So only if something is hard to achieve though, it will becomes very valuable. Again, if trading would be easy, then what's the point? Everyone would be a millionaire, everyone driving Lamborghinis and living in mansions. Nothing is special to it anymore. But trading is hard, and it's definitely 100% worth it to achieve and master this skill set, because it will give you returns and options and opportunities and possibilities which no one ever will get in this life or other than you if you really stick to it. And if you master trading, the possibilities are endless, okay? And also, don't get comfortable or too lazy. Again, we have also people, they're on a level where they're just okay with it. Oh, I have my 100K account. Okay, I only need my 10%. That's my 10K a month, perfectly fine. But keep pushing. If you're on a good level, keep pushing. Keep developing, put in more work. Again, don't stop. Don't get comfortable or lazy. And be consistent and practice over and over again. The moment you stop learning, you will stagnate, okay? So again, as we talked about in the principle of life, there is no such thing as standing still. If you stop improving, you're obviously decreasing, okay? So once you get more experience, you will get a subconscious skill, and it gets automated, right? So think about your car driving journey, right? So remember how scary it was for you at first driving and driving school. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucking driving a car in traffic. I'm gonna die. Oh my God, what if I crash into this old woman in here? And what if I crash the car and whatever, everything explodes? Everyone was there at some point. If you think back, that was probably everyone at this stage, because there was no one like, yes, I'm so excited and I have no fear about going to driving school. If that's you, obviously perfectly, then you're like an exception. But most people are like a little bit scared about the first driving lesson and being literally in real traffic and going through people honking at you and shit. It's not that comfortable, right? But guess what? Think now and remember and imagine where you are right now, right? So now you're driving around with 3 girls in the car while a song blasting in the radio, and you sing to it, and you're eating a cheeseburger, and your friends making fun and blah blah, and you skid around. So obviously you gained the subconscious driving skill. Again, imagine where you have been with driving. You're like fully hooking onto the steering wheel, like, oh my God, I have to focus so much, and driving slow, to now whatever, you're driving one-handed and like looking your phone up and blah blah. Oh my God, driving is so boring and da da da. You don't give a shit anymore because it's subconscious skill, right? That's the danger though. That's why we said don't get too comfortable or lazy, because guess what? However, that you gained a subconscious driving skill, now you're in a state of comfort. And in a state of comfort, that's where you don't improve anymore. And guess what? That is where the danger will appear and the false confidence happens. And that is where most accidents happen. Exactly as I explained just earlier, if you think you're a good driver and you have the subconscious driving skill, that's when you're taking off one hand of the steering wheel. You start to looking around, be somewhere else with the thoughts, checking your phone. If your girlfriend texted you, take your eyes off the street, and all of a sudden a kid runs off the street and drive it over. That will never happen if you have your full focus on the driving wheel on the street 100% of the time. Again, most accidents happen because people are doing other shit. Again, smoking, and then the freaking cigarette falls out of the mouth and falls on their pants, and they're like, oh my God, fucking, let me pull it off my pants. And then they turn the steering wheel and drive off a cliff, right? So like, for example, like this, right? So how can you get from this, not being in control, and then driving off a cliff, right, to this. Like perfect drift, Tokyo drift music, dim, dim, dim. And you can see him. Like, what's cooler? What does look fancier? Like, what's better to achieve? Where you want to be in life? You want to drive off a cliff? Or you want to skid around, drifting around, all perfect angles, looking cool in the process? Everyone wants to be here, right? But that's skill set you will not achieve by, again, normal driving all the time in traffic and checking your phone and being lazy and comfortable. Guess how you can get to this skill set only. Same thing with trading. If you want to be an intraday master and look cool in the process, getting all these big returns, flexing all your profit, making big withdrawals, living a trading lifestyle, how to get there? If you take the same analogy with driving, again, how you get to the best drifter in here, to improve your driving from a normal stage, you have to do special driving training. You have to be in dangerous driving situations. You have to drive in crazy conditions, like with an old car, for example, if it doesn't even have like helping steering electronics and shit like that. But you have to literally pull the steering wheel and whatever, press the brakes with all the force because they don't have electronic assistance. Or like if you have a flat tire, if you ever drove a flat tire, or if the tire gets popped while you drive like 100 miles an hour, stuff like that. Right? Or drive multiple different cars. If you only drive one car in your life, then all of a sudden you're driving a G-Wagon and it's so much bigger and it's falling around and swimming on the streets because it's so fat and like sloppy. Obviously in the corners, it's much different like experience, right? You have to handle different cars as well and drive in different environments, like crazy rain, snow, ice on the street, like curvy roads and high speeds, and push beyond your comfort zones. That's all the stuff you have to do to become a better driver, right? And that's when real skill develops. And now compare it to your trading. Like, did you try special driving training? Did you try special training in trading? Again, or only did you do like one YouTube course and like one membership for like $15 and oh yeah, I asked my friend about how does he trade and all that stuff. Or did you actually get into the high class education, like with Flip Deep, and do this special trading knowledge course, right? Obviously you did, right? So that's where you truly start to develop a skill. And again, dangerous driving situation. Did you trade in all these different environments and conditions? Did you try out different pairs? Did you try different entry approaches? Did you try different strategies? Did you try out trading Asia? Did you try trading London? Did you try trading New York? Did you try to trade whatever, GJ? Did you try to read exotics? Like, did you try multiple different tools, templates, guidelines, checklists, all that stuff? Like multiple different approaches, right? Did you all do that? Did you try it during the pandemic? Did you try it only trade like Mondays? Did you try it on Fridays? Did you trade late Friday? That's all the stuff. Did you try the 1 minute, only the 1 hour? Did you try to analyze the daily and combine it with the 1 hour? Or did you only look at the M15? That's all the stuff you have to combine and test and practice. Push yourself out of the comfort zone, try different things, see what works for you, test around, put yourself in danger, again, experience it, the curvy roads of intraday trading, the high speeds, like the crazy terror, intraday trading, blah, 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 blah. There's so many aspects you have to go through to develop real skill.